Angelo here, Hollywood guy who had a devastating night last night. Here to iron things out. Not devastating for there are no consequences. Nothing happened. Everyone's fine. It's not like I got some sudden bad news or anything. It was just internally devastating. And I couldn't even sleep like for hours and hours. It was so overwhelming. But I wanted to lie down. I was tired. I was getting some rest. Why is it sometimes I fill up the water and it goes down smoothly into the iron, and other times it just bubbles out and I can't pour it in? What am I supposed to do? Like, how do you insert the water in here without it pouring everywhere? I guess most people just do it over the sink, right? I had a rough 2 nights actually. Friday night, I really wanted to get a lot of writing done. And screenwriting is so important to me. And it's not because of what I want to accomplish with it. It's just meaningful for me. If I don't do it, it's just so empty for me. I got distracted with Gettython, the live stream done by Russ and Phil Braun, which it's a wonderful, and it's very wholesome, and it's a great live stream. But I should have not been watching. I should have just waited till later to watch it. I was trying to watch. I was distracted. I didn't get much writing done. I couldn't fall asleep easily, and it just stirred up such like anger at myself, and I couldn't sleep well. And then last night, it was just like boom, like it kicked up all this emotion in me, or not the Gettython thing, but somehow latent feelings of that, but also just I don't know, partly because I've been making more YouTube videos lately, which means I've been talking more about what I've been going through. And it sort of, whenever I do stuff like that, like experience emotions I haven't experienced in a while, it just like, it's so incredibly overwhelming to me, you know, because especially with DPDR, I'm used to emotions just being shut down. Um, Not that I'm like in a bout of DPDR. I did get a little dissociated, but it was just like just minor, like the most minor symptoms, like a flare up. It would be like, having allergies, and the difference between just slight irritation and a full blown like sneezing fit where you can't even work. Um, you know, but anyways, I was just for some reason I just got so incredibly sad and down on myself last night, and just nothing was getting me out of it. I was trying to lie there, trying to sleep. It was just devastating. It was partly just from doing videos again and just realizing, like, oh yeah, it's weird when I feel like this part of me's been dead for a while and it comes back and it's like, oh, I'm still alive. Like with the videos, I haven't been making many videos for months now. I've been trying to make more recently, and just somehow with the interaction and with the viewers and and just feeling the sense memory of the emotion of making videos for people, and I do miss it a lot. Like there is, it's not that I want to be just making videos, like I'm glad to be working, I'm glad for everything I'm doing, but there's a part of me that's like, oh yeah, I used to have this life where I just made videos constantly. Whether it was living in Annandale or Arlington, or living in my car in different parts of Northern Virginia, and then here in LA, where I was making videos so much. and to just have those feelings. Like I miss making videos a lot. It was partly that, I guess. Just that sensation of like, this part of me that was almost dead for a while. I can't help it. When parts of me go away, it's like they're dead. And coming back, it just, something about it was so overwhelming, and it just made me run through like, these thoughts of, oh, what a failure I am and stuff. Dwayne, do you see yourself living in a different city in the future? No, I do love it in LA. I mean, I'm sure I'll live like temporarily in places where I'm making movies or doing pre-production on them, something like that. Yeah, that would be cool. I'd like to be in all kinds of places. Um, but no, I want to live in LA. I love it here. I want to see this city become so much better, so much more livable. I want to see it be a city where anybody can live. You don't have to be rich. Where the sick are taken care of. Where people can have all their needs met. Where we have the healthy air, water, environment. I want it to be like a leader for all those things. So no, I love it here. The climate, I love just the grandness of it, the incredible, like different, all different types of culture here, and it's like everything you could want, plus other stuff you don't want. Bad traffic, poverty, lack of support for people. But anyways, no, I love it in LA. I want to be here the rest of my life. But I don't know if it was that or even just the sensation of like, I don't know, like going to a hair salon and just being treated like a human being there. And it wasn't like I was like that amazed being there. I don't know what it was. No, I don't think it was necessarily that. It was just the culmination of everything. Because there I was like, oh, cool, good, finally, I got a decent haircut, I'm out of here. Didn't take that long either, like 30 minutes. That's pretty sweet. I was thinking, oh man, it's going to take like an hour, isn't it? But really, I was thinking about like, why am I feeling like this? I think it's like working on the videos now, making more videos lately, and writing down video ideas. It's just shocking. It's almost like a person. You think they're dead and they're alive again, only it's in me. So it was just a very like devastating night. I just couldn't stop thinking about just how like pathetic I felt, and like I've just missed out on so much of my life, and I'm just stupid and a failure. And of course, I know that's not really true. It's just hard when I'm lying there, and that's all. Like, it's just overpowering. That's all I can think, is having those thoughts play out in my head. Of course, it's easy to overlook all the things I've accomplished and the good things I've experienced. And living here, I'm probably living better than 98% of people in LA. Was what expensive? Ah, shit. Zoom out. What the? And just a weird, like, the feeling of like distance of how I see other people react to stuff compared to me. Like some people, they're uncomfortable with a stranger talking to them. Some people are really nice and friendly, and then sometimes, I'll talk to someone like before a movie starts to say, hey, have you all seen this movie before? If it's like a group of people, if it's friends or a couple, or just one person. Most people generally cool, and then some, I get some weirdos like, yeah, yeah, I have, but she hasn't. No. It's like, oh, you're uncomfortable with that? Like, so you don't need it. Like, wasn't your friend or you know, whoever you're there with, weren't they a stranger at some point? So is this how you treat like, it's just weird, the dissonance of like, oh, so this is how you treat strangers, but they were a stranger at one point. So it's just this weird like admission, like, oh, I'm so comfortable. Anything I'm not used to makes me uncomfortable. I'm like, oh, I've lived uncomfortable. Like you, so you wouldn't even want to live how I have, or experience the things I have. You wouldn't want to live through them. You want to be comfortable. So you need to be uncomfortable to get your character, so that you treat strangers well. I don't mean just me, like they have to be nice to me, but like it's this admission, like oh yeah, I don't really want to be uncomfortable. I just like being comfortable. I don't have the ability to, to show, my best self to strangers. So anyways, it's just weird. That trips me out too. It's like, oh, your life's been that cushy where you're this uncomfortable with somebody just making like, friendly conversation. But anyways, it's not my problem. It's not really an issue, and I have no need to control anyone. It's just weird when it's like, I realize like I'm not telling people what I'm really thinking either. I don't mean like I want to say something horrible to people. I just mean like I'm not saying, these things I'm thinking. Like, yeah, I'm feeling down. I'm feeling really low. Oh, you can't say that. You shouldn't say that. Makes you seem weird. Makes you seem like some wild man. It's like, why can't people say that stuff? Yeah, people who do say exactly what they think, they do seem crazy sometimes. I think the big part of it's like the way, corporate life, or corporations, who are most of our employers, have made it. It's like, well, you don't want to show too much emotion. That might distract from the company's mission or purpose. I don't mean anything about a specific job or saying anything on the job. It's really off the job. It's like you don't want to be seen as anything that potentially years from now would be a liability for an employer. And I don't see, it sounds so lurid, like it means you'll say something bad. No, I just mean like talking about dark stuff you've been through, or talking about, hard times. And how people are like, ooh, those real emotions, I don't want to experience those. Those are for ethnic people. You like the dark skin thing, you can have that, Angelo. But even saying stuff like that, it seems like, oh geez, why don't you go along with what everyone's saying, Angelo? Just be a part of the team. You don't want to seem like you're not cooperative or something, do you? Like, get the fuck out of here with this weirdo cult status, speak in line with the leader. Alright. But yeah, just feeling really low, like such a failure, like I've lost out on life. And normally I know those like thoughts, they're a possibility in me, but I don't have to deal with them. It's like I'm doing well, I'm being well, like I know they're there, but I'm elevated above them. This time it was just overpowering. Damn it, I'm really annoyed. I didn't wear sunscreen when I went out to the Los Feliz Theater yesterday on my neck. Now my neck burns a little. John Logan. Hey, what a great ride. Ooh, a new interview with John Logan. Yes, I gotta see this. The BAFTA screenwriter lecture series. I've seen these lectures before. They're really good. I've seen it with, what's his name? Tony Gilroy. Michael Clayton. That's a great film. I finally saw that. Ooh, I gotta write that down on my list of movies that I've seen. Where is it? forgot I saw that. Forgot I saw all about that. And when possible, I like to put the date of anything I've seen. Yesterday I saw Aguirre, The Wrath of God. I put the date on that. Oh, I put today's date. And so this morning I did a rare thing. I deliberately just slept in. I've done it by accident, like, oh shit, I was so exhausted. Not even exhausted, just it was torture to wake up. But today I was like, and normally I don't enjoy sleeping in, like it doesn't feel good at all. But today I was like, it's fine. This is good for me for once. This is where it's totally purposeful. I want to sleep in. I am totally okay with this. I did what I needed to do as far as like cleaned up the apartment. I didn't mop. Normally I like to mop, but I was like, I don't want to spend the time, even though it only takes like 10 minutes, get everything ready up to the point where I'm finished. But I just swept the floor, wiped down the kitchen and bathroom. I always use vinegar with water. First of all, it's cheap, and I guess it's natural, right? I don't know how natural the vinegar is, but rather than spending money on cleaners, and it's not even, I necessarily think they're that toxic or anything, but why not? You could buy a big jug of vinegar and just put it in a spray bottle. And it doesn't smell like chemicals, it smells like vinegar. And been eating well. I didn't overeat yesterday. Lately on the weekends I have been. Thinking, what should I get? And also I just want to make so many videos now, and that's an emotion I haven't felt in a while. Ooh, ribs are almost better. I can get up out of bed easier. That's good. I may go, there's this good donut place. There's a lot of good donut places around here. I almost never eat donuts. By almost never, I mean, I'm not sure. I don't know, I know I had some type of pastry in 2020 at this one little like coffee shop sandwich place in Sun Valley. But I don't remember the last donut I've had. But I may go and get, they have like all kinds of really good looking donuts. I'm like, maybe I'll get one. I don't know, maybe not. I don't want to focus on that. I want to focus on writing today, but I was like, I gotta iron my clothes. May as well get something else out of it, make a video while I'm ironing. But yeah, it's just devastating, feeling like just able to vividly recall these, scenarios and emotions and feeling like a failure and like, shit, man, I missed out on a lot by being disabled, and not necessarily so much being homeless because I gained so much from that, but really more just the crappy jobs I've worked, like being a bouncer for years and just being so miserable and depressed there and not really feeling like I had myself and always struggling to avoid relapsing with my DPDR. But it's good. It's a good thing overall. I feel like I'm shedding those emotions to, I don't mean like shedding negativity. I'm shedding the distance between not feeling them and feeling those emotions, so I'm just actually being myself and feeling emotions even if I'm sad. Alright, do I have any other shirts? Oh, yes I do. 2 shirts. What a surprise. And underwear. Yes, the people request I'm wearing underwear on my head. Go ahead and take a screenshot of this and post it on Instagram or something. Why is it? It looks like there are more comments. There's an arrow going down, but I can't see them. I don't know. The touch screen is all messed up. It's been that way on every phone I've had for YouTube live streams. Anyways, like I was saying, I don't want to be fixated on a donut or a sandwich. That would be nice. I want to get my writing done today. I got a lot of writing to do. I don't know if I'll have time to see a movie. I mean, if I do, I'll just see it on my computer. I want to see Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, the movie. I remember that web series, thinking it was cool. And then finding out Jenny Slate was I don't know if she created it, probably, right? And she's the voice of Marcel. But not going out today to do that. I'm just gonna stay in the neighborhood. Yeah, I don't know why it keeps like there's an arrow going down to indicate more comments, but I can't see them. What do I do? Do I wait. Okay, now it went away finally. Washed my neon jacket. That's nice. Or fluorescent jacket. It almost looked like it had rust on it or something. What I really like, actually, I should do is take my computer to a different spot in my apartment when I'm writing, because here it too much reminds me that, like, oh, I can watch movies here, watch videos, you know, and I don't want to think about that. Like at work, I'm not doing that. I'm just at work. I'm not worried about like, oh, what video can I watch or anything. So that's what I should be doing here. Is just have, of course, you know, other people share the apartment, but including that girl who just terrorizes everyone. She's a domestic abuser and real creep. She's sexually harassed me. It is really creepy. She stood on the balcony when I was on the balcony like a month or two, something like that, after I moved here. Hey, FOT fans. I was eating breakfast at like 5:30 in the morning. She comes out, she's in her underwear, staring at me. And I'm like, at first I thought, is she angry? Like she's looking at me like, am I taking her imagined spot on the balcony? And I said, are you okay? She's like, yeah, I'm fine. And she looked obviously high. And then she walked away. And like a minute later, she came back. She kept looking at me. I said, why are you looking at me? She said, you're handsome. I'm like, I'm flattered. I was not. But let's just be roommates. Hey, FOT fans. Well, I'm doing pretty well. Man, my left ribs hurt. I don't know why that is. Like in this spot right here, it's something. I go to a doctor. Maybe all the more reason not to get that donut. Just eat healthy. Eat food that's good for my health. Don't squander my health on frivolous stuff. When I lose another 10 pounds, and I do want to lose another 10 pounds at least, then I'll have another donut. That's a good idea. Don't take for granted that, yeah, I am pretty thin now. My neck is still kind of hurting from not putting sunscreen on yesterday when I rode a scooter and then rode a bike to and from the Los Feliz Theater. So I have this stuff I got at the food bank, aloe vera sunburn gel, after sun gel. This stuff's pretty nice. It smells good. All right. It smells really nice. It's not like the most pleasant fragrance you'd want to have around your home all the time, but it's just nice to have for a few minutes. Because it slightly odd. Actually, speaking of, you know, I was at a hair salon yesterday. It smells like some of those like hair solution things that they put combs in and razors in. All right, is that all the shirts I need to iron? In which case, I will unplug the iron. Yep. I'm gonna pour out the water. Yeah, that's nice on the back of my neck now. It feels all cool. Or what could I have that's not as unhealthy as a donut? Still kind of filling. I could have some kind of smoothie. They have those at that donut shop, like banana and strawberry. That seems like too much sugar though. I don't want that. Nonsense. I shouldn't even be thinking about this. I need to get to writing. Tropic Thunder is going to play at the Montalban Theater for the Cannabis Movie Club next week. That's going to be a good time. I'm going to go to that. Also, supposedly a new COVID booster shot may come out in the fall that's better adapted or suited to treating or to preventing or, vaccinating you against the new strains of the Corona zone. So I'm like, oh, good. Like, wish this fucking plague was done and over with and we actually did the things we needed to do to end it. But we don't believe in proper healthcare infrastructure. We don't believe in helping the poor. We don't believe in science. We believe in pseudoscience and theocracy and, grinding out the poor, making them work while they're sick. So to oil the fat cats who are getting rich off them, or holes in my socks. Those socks gotta go. So we didn't get rid of the plague, but it's good that we'll have a vaccine that's more updated. And if this new booster, if it's available for everyone, I'll get it. I'll be like, pick me, pick me. I want it. I'll drink it. Quiero. Wait, how do you say the booster in Spanish? I forget. Quiero el dosis segundo de la vacuna contra COVID-19. Even though the second dose, what I just said, the second dose just means like the Pfizer shot second dose, not the booster. Quiero ser inmunizado contra el COVID-19. Is that correct? Inmunizado? Immunized? Inmunizado? Also, I was thinking, even though I'm not really into baseball, sometime I want to go to a Dodgers game. Dodger Stadium's like 5 miles from where I live. Why not? That might be fun. Might not be. Might be bored out of my mind and say, fuck this, I'm going to get out of here. But at least I won't be driving a car there. Oh, you won't see me in a car. I won't be having to park with 100,000 other people. Inmunizado. Ah, that's correct. Yeah, segunda dosis, but that's the second dose of the original vaccine. I mean the booster. That's different. I forget. There's a word like fortaleza or something like the strength that I don't know. Fortaleza. 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 Para prevenir el impacto del virus COVID-19. La pandemia nueva sobre el mundo, todo el mundo. should get to writing shortly. Do you all feel this has been sufficiently ironed out? I don't know. Don't freaking. All right, everyone. I should get to writing. I don't want to delay this any longer. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.